Hi, my name's Tom, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the top 5 benefits you should claim if you've lost your job or lost some income due to COVID. If you've recently lost your job or even had your income reduced, then the first benefit you should look into is universal credit. Universal credit is the primary out of work or income supplementation benefit that has been replacing things like income support, income-based job seekers allowance and employment and support allowance, housing benefit, and working tax credit and child tax credit. In fact, if you're of working age, you won't be able to make a new claim for most of these benefits. So it will be universal credit you'd need to apply for. A few things to consider before claiming universal credit. The first thing is that it is a means-tested benefit. In other words, it's affected by your means, so your savings or income of those in your household. So it might be, in some circumstances, you'd be better off claiming contribution-based or new style benefits. If you have a partner with earnings, this might be the best choice for you, and I'll be talking about that a bit later in this video. Secondly, if you do have a partner, you will both need to claim and you'll need to do a joint claim. Lastly, if you already claim certain benefits like tax credits or housing benefit, it may be worth doing a benefit check just to see if you'd actually be better off or not claiming universal credit, as in some cases you won't. I will link a benefit calculator in the description below so you can work out if you're better off claiming universal credit or remaining on the old style benefits. I'll be posting a more in-depth video on universal credit, so do check that out and for more information on universal credit. When I'm advising people on claiming benefits, one of the most commonly unclaimed benefits is council tax reduction. We all know that council tax is one of our highest bills, so it is definitely worth claiming council tax reduction to help manage those expensive outgoings. Unlike universal credit, council tax reduction is claimed through your local council, and the schemes vary from council to council. If you're the only adult in your property, then regardless of your income, you will already qualify for a 25% reduction in your council tax. But on top of this, there are further reductions for those who are out of work or on a low income. So apply to your council today for council tax reduction. Remember, you'll need to notify the council of any change in your circumstance, including going back to work, people coming in and out of your household, and other changes. A contribution-based benefit is awarded if you've paid enough national insurance contributions, usually within the last 2 full tax years. There are 2 main contribution-based benefits: contribution-based job seekers allowance and contribution-based employment and support allowance. These are described as new style ESA and JSA under the universal credit system. Unlike universal credit, these are not means-tested benefits. In other words, things like savings and the earnings of other people in your household won't affect the amount that you get. If you think you might be entitled to contribution-based benefits, it's worth doing a benefit calculator to see if you'd be better off on this or on universal credit. You can, of course, claim universal credit for housing costs at the same time as applying for contribution-based JSA and ESA. This is what is referred to as new style ESA and JSA. Remember, there are no new claims for working age people for housing benefit. You may qualify for free school meals if you get some of the main means-tested benefits. These include income support, income-based employment and support allowance and job seekers allowance, child tax credit, but not if you get working tax credits and only if your income is lower than £16,190, and universal credit. These are usually applied for through your local authority, and I will post a link below where you can input your postcode to see where you need to apply for free school meals. If you've recently stopped working and you claim working tax credit, you can get a 4-week run-on of working tax credit, at which point you may be eligible for free school meals as well. This may seem obvious, but if you've recently stopped work or are furloughed, you may be entitled to an increase in some of your existing benefits. Benefits like universal credit normally don't need you to report a change of earnings, as universal credit use a system called RTI, or real-time information. This is where they use what is reported by your employer to the tax office in order to calculate your entitlement to universal credit. But other means-tested benefits like housing benefit or council tax reduction will require you to report your change of earnings to the relevant departments in order to see your benefits increase. Of course, when you go back to work, you'll need to make another report so that your benefits go back to what they were before. So that's my top 5 benefit tips that could help improve your income during COVID. Here's a couple of honourable mentions before I finish. Firstly, there's the Self-Employment Income Support Scheme. These are one-off grants designed to help self-employed people who have lost work because of COVID. There have been 3 grants awarded so far by the government, and another one has recently been announced. I will post a link below so you can find out more information about this. Statutory sick pay is something that you can get from your employer if you're not qualifying for ESA or company sick pay. This is normally claimed through your employer. If you can't claim statutory sick pay, then you would normally claim universal credit or contribution-based ESA. Lastly, there's the self-isolation payment from your local council. This is a £500 payment for employed or self-employed people who are unable to work from home and are having to self-isolate because of COVID. You need to be on certain benefits to automatically qualify, but if you're on a low income, you may still qualify. I will post a link in the description below. Thank you for watching. I hope that's been helpful. Please comment below if you've found any of this advice helpful, or if there are other benefits that I've missed that you think I should have mentioned. Thanks for watching.